Yes, yo, it's your boy Eddie Blaze. Today we'll be talking about blockchain technology. I want you to know and understand that Bitcoin is not blockchain. Blockchain is a collection of records linked together with each other and strongly resistant to alteration and protected using cryptography. Albert Einstein said, if you cannot explain it in simple terms, then you don't understand it. The goal today is to explain it for everyone to understand it. With the picture describing what blockchain technology can be used for, it should be really obviously clear to everyone to notice that what we are witnessing at present is more than an evolution than a revolution. If such an idea is well harnessed, it will yield tremendous potential to unleash professional dimension that will transform our daily lives forever. Ever since Bitcoin and altcoins started their journey to fame and recognition, many persons seem to be lost in this trend because the information about this technology seems complex to comprehend. Let's dig a bit deeper to know more about the most basic yet most technical complex component of this extraordinary change in the financial system. Blockchain technology is the backbone for cryptocurrency operation. Yet cryptocurrency is not the only extent to which this marvelous technology can be used. It has the potential to incorporate anything and everything, anything you can think of under its ambit. That is the way I want you to look at this technology because that is what it is. The time is not far from when we realize the true significance of this innovation, when we will get to dwell with this more often in our daily lives because the financial aspect of blockchain technology has matured quite significantly in comparison to its application in other fields. In its financial form, it is a decentralized public ledger, the blockchain, which does not allow users to manipulate the same transaction by transacting, including both sending and receiving cryptocurrency. This technology holds up information most securely, and this information is held anonymously and without any independence and control of external parties. Blockchain technology carries a lot of potential to alter money and the market that we have been dealing with in the past. A technology that already exists among us. Though some persons think that it's too complex to comprehend, just like many persons thought the internet was too complex when it first came out. But it went viral after all, and now even a 10-year-old can use the internet. People just are too scared of learning about things that seem complex. We are not much accustomed to this up and coming technology so far. If not, we could have seen the transformative process taking place already. Blockchain technology, we can have the ability to handle and settle transactions securely and faster in a decentralized environment. For instance, in the month of October 2016, ICICI Bank announced that it settled an export transaction in partnership with Emirates NBD with blockchain technology in minutes, which would have taken up to 3 days via existing conventional routes. Blockchain, its technology offer adaptable, decentralized and most secure platform to carry out financial transactions. This not only makes it suitable for cryptocurrency but also to the banking transaction, remittance, management and etc. To make you see how far blockchain technology can be used, since we are already witnessing the prudence of this digital evolution in the financial niche, let's venture the other aspects that even further widen the horizon of possibilities that the blockchain technology can go in our daily lives. Blockchain technology in smart contract. What really are smart contracts? These are digital transaction protocols which aim at performing or negotiating the contract terms, for example, enforcement of contracts or payment, etc. These smart contracts reduce the chances of malicious extraordinary events and eliminate the need for any third-party entities. These smart contracts complement or work in place of legal contracts which have contract terms written in software codes which are executed and enforced by it. The simple fact is that as far as technicality goes, smart contracts help users to transact online without any help from third parties like the banks. Smart contracts involve coding computer software, that is, programmed in a computer language. The programmer input the logic into the code of the smart contract, which results in predefined approach in response to execution and enforcement of contract terms by the supposed user. Once the smart contracts are coded, they are moved forward to the distributed ledger, for example, the R3 distributed ledger or Ethereum, etc. The next is that once the smart contracts are forwarded to the other computer on the network through distributed ledger, which is the blockchain, all those computers arrive at consensus with respect to the execution of the code. Once obtained consensus, computer network update the distributed ledger with code execution. However, once the distributed ledger is updated, there is continuous observation and enforcement for compliance with other computers on the network. Point to be noted is that at any single point of time, no smart contract is handled by a single party. This is the line which decentralization feature as afforded by blockchain as smart contract. The question now is, why do you need smart contract? Blockchain technology smart contract reduce risk level. Since all smart contracts are handled without any intermediaries, decentralization is exercised fully. This rises up the security level as code execution is predefined and predetermined, which take place automatically. With blockchain technology smart contracts, there would be faster processing due to the high level of automated task execution. Every task gets finished in lesser time than manual processing. This has resulted in real-time updating to the network of distribution, because in the network world, the larger the network, the better. With blockchain technology, there will be minimal intervention by third parties since you can do without them. Since transactions are not handled by any single party and the whole processing is decentralized, no need of fear and insecurity which surround escrow transactions by third parties which slow down the speed of transaction. Blockchain technology is a global application because blockchain technology as smart contract is unique and most flexible form of transaction processing. So this technology can be applied to all and every field. For the exhaustive list, we can have a look at more use cases mentioned. Blockchain technology smart contracts can be used in trade finance. With blockchain technology smart contracts, it makes easier to bring international trade settlement, especially respect to letter of credit and payment processing involved. This settlement can increase the level of security and can work in real-time speed. Bank of England is experimenting with the idea of using smart contract aka blockchain strategy to enhance the speed of security features of the RTGS. Important component of their upgrade payment clearing system will be using distributed ledger post-processing for efficiency. With blockchain technology smart contract, government can have all valid digital identity. Blockchain technology smart contracts can help protect the digital identity of the person with respect to electronic assets, personal and confidential data like bank accounts. Context-sensitive reports, making the representation will be encouraged when we use smart contracts for evidencing digital identity. The technology is just super amazing if you look deeper. With blockchain technology smart contracts, we can have all valid land records. Blockchain technology smart contracts can help a great deal, streamlining the transfer of deed of ownership or property transfer, which contain lot of procedural formalities. By automating these tasks, speed will increase due to the lesser human intervention which have already been implemented already on the chain. Honduras as well as Georgia government have adopted smart contract aka blockchain technology for maintaining their land record. This has ensured maximum safety and confidentiality, even if it grants immediate and real-time access to the availability of data. The power of blockchain technology has already started showing up its glimpse in the world. We are heading towards a great technological niche. The list of its potential is unending and even more amazing. Since this blockchain technology can be applied to any industry, but only with proper ground rules and regulations to deal with diverting from normalcy and need that may come up as challenge in the time to come. With the blockchain technology smart contracts, we are coming to the time in life where we will have a vast distributed virtual network over millions of interlinked computer systems around the globe. Picture how marvelous it will be with this platform, blockchain technology smart contracts. Comes diverse functionality where all kinds of assets from money to music could be stored, moved, transacted, exchanged, and managed without any intermediaries. That is, any digital assets ranging from money to music isn't stored in a centralized place but are made available in an encrypted format for validation to millions of eyes on the internet. This relieves the burden of bookkeeping, also minimizes the threat of potential hacking. Also, an advantage of this public ledger is that it is tamper-proof and hence data is not vulnerable to external threats. Many persons have checked for the authenticity. Currently, Honduras government has been maintaining land record on the blockchain. Hence, in case of any modification or changes, it gets published in real time and publicly. So, when you see how fast this trend on cryptocurrency, don't be amazed. All the rich and well-to-do are investing in this technology because they have seen the potential. This revolutionary technology has embedded trust among people worldwide. Now, they can transact peer-to-peer without actually losing control over their hard-earned fortune at any phase of the transaction. The reason for this trust isn't some big institution anymore, but rather it's technological collaboration with millions of computers worldwide to perform a single transaction. That is super amazing. Blockchain technology smart contract is intricate yet intelligible. Just get it clear how the process occurs. A block is created every 10 minutes that holds the list of all the transactions that happen all over the world in those 10 minutes. This block is added to a series of preceding blocks through underlying cryptographic code throughout all those computers connected to the network. With this code, it ensures that any attempt to fiddle with the transaction will alarm the entire blockchain network, which is entire constant vigilance by millions of interlinked computers around the globe. Miners, please, this term should not be confused with physical miners working on the gold mine, but rather they are virtual miners of cryptocurrency with massive computing powers at their fingertips and also help in securing the transaction with the computing powers that are tens of thousands times bigger than all the Google around the globe. With such massive computing powers, miners tend to do a lot of work involves solving of complex algorithms while competing with other miners at the same time. The one who is able to solve the problem first broadcasts results around the network, which they call proof of work. The proof is then validated by other miners on the blockchain network and stamped with authenticity, which in turn is added to the blockchain in the form of a new block. I would love you to focus more closely to understand this more clearly. Look at it more like a conventional banking system. There is a bank, the central authority like the central bank, which is responsible for verification and validation of our transaction by making sure that one has enough funds in his account to execute a particular transaction that the sender is intending to make contrary to his account balance. This task of verifying the transaction is assigned through lottery that is drawn every 10 minutes, and a random person participating in the lottery is assigned the task of verifying the transaction which occurred in those 10 minutes. The prime objective of these people participating in this lottery is a reward of 12.5 Bitcoin in the case of Bitcoin block. Now, the way we win in this lottery is making an analogy to draw random lots until you land on the right number. This analogy is implied through massive computing power used by the miners. Blockchain technology smart contract is obviously an asset, since the miners who is swiftest in solving the algorithmic puzzle with supercomputers is awarded with the new Bitcoin, which they are seemingly mining for. Now, this new verified block is added to the preceding block in the network through an encrypted block address, which becomes the header of the newly added block hash, which is another name for block address. If you are not understanding all these terms, read through cryptocurrency lingo and terminologies from my previous video and get more familiar with this term I'm using here. This interwined network of blocks form an interconnected chain, making it impossible for an intruder to alter any detail posted on the blockchain network. Reason being is that if one needs to hack a particular block, he would have to hack all previous blocks, the entire history of e-commerce, not only on his computer but millions of computers simultaneously, making it practically unattainable to alter even a single digit in the fortified virtual network. This makes blockchain internally more secure if compared to most of the computer systems available today. With these outstanding technology developments, we the common mob are empowered with the right to say no to inflation, confiscation, and all those vices that are inevitably attached to the centralized financial system. This can be achieved by acquiring a stable-made position in the growing financial system of the cryptocurrency. Keeping this in mind, many of the giant companies around the world are incorporating this magnificent blockchain technology in their niche of work. Blockchain not only furnishes different excellent mining platforms for all mining enthusiasts, but also acquire more recognition for the promising return that is assured to the virtual miners. Otto C. Clarke, third law, states that any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. As I'm explaining the science behind this technology, it feels like I'm describing magic. I mean, Bitcoin, Litecoin, all this digital currency can be tracked, transferred, and controlled by one single individual that is on the network, even if you understand the technology behind its creation or not, and can be tracked in real time without reporting to any third party. This is really an amazing technology, and it's here to change how we think and how we feel about money in general. And that power is practically in reach of every single individual in the planet, whether you have superficial understanding of the mechanism underneath its technology or not. We can all use this information we have now to make something great in your financial network. I'm your crypto doctor. Stay tuned for our next post on the in-depth view of Bitcoin on blockchain network. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our page for good content on the tech sector and cryptocurrency.